For years, I've played jazz bass, which is my favorite bass style. I own a custom 60s jazz bass, a PJ bass with an added J pickup in the bridge, a 5-strings jazz bass, and even my Stingray's got a double humbucker configuration, which I use picking both as single coils bridge and neck, like a jazz bass. But, collection is never complete. And I've always dreamed of a fretless. And of course, I dream of it a fretless jazz bass. So I took a Harley Benton DIY kit and transformed it into my signature lizard bass. Hi, my name is Pablo, bassist from Barcelona, and this is my lizard fretless bass video presentation. As a designer and bassist, I apply design methodology to every project I face. So I started with the concept, a tactile, personal instrument, born from minimal, fundamental mods. As a bassist and longtime jazz bass player, I wanted to create something that reflected both my identity and my taste. The idea was never to replace every part or aim for perfection, but to shape the kit into something uniquely mine, deeply personal, meaningful, and musical. More importantly, I set a strict framework, using almost exclusively the kit's original parts, avoiding costly pickups, and keeping the budget as low as possible. I also want this project to inspire others to believe that, with thoughtful design, you don't need to spend a fortune to build a good instrument. Regarding aesthetics, I designed the lizard motif to symbolize smooth playing and adaptability, and because a lizard is somehow my personal signature on all my basses. I also designed the special logo types and graphics for headstock, controls, and backplate. I shaped the headstock inspired by vintage style, but also old turntables and amps contained in beautiful furniture. Check these nice knobs. Of course, a double bass is also an inspiration, so I kept wood, kind of exposed and textured in the center of the body, polished black edges with silver touch-ups, and finally added faux leather in the headstock and the pickguard to complete this set of tactile materials. To nail the lizard fretless bass, I didn't want to go too far with pointless modifications, just the ones I consider minimum in this case. Firstly, I removed all frets and then filled the gaps and polished the fingerboard. I have to say it was easier than expected. I reshaped the body and changed the backplate for better access of left hand. Added a push-pull pot for series of parallel wiring to get a wider color palette of sounds. Made body through holes to increase sustain and body's vibration. Did some shielding to prevent noise interferences. And installed Harley Benton Flatwound strings for that double bass warmth and feel. With basic tools, a drill, sander, jigsaw, router, and a soldering iron, you can achieve awesome results. No need for expensive parts, just focus on design decisions. About the cost, I spent 99 euros on the kit, 20 euros on paint and finish, 60 euros on laser engraving, which is totally optional, and just over 40 euros on hardware and functional mods, including the flat wounds. Proving a good instrument doesn't need a super big budget. Best of cases, I could upgrade pickups and electronics to take the lizard to the next level. But honestly, I don't think it's needed. It sounds nice and works perfectly. Hope you liked my lizard bass project and somehow felt inspired to build your own instrument. I think that consistent design, not big budgets, and knowing exactly what you want defines your instrument. Thank you for watching and see you at the stage.